Hello everyone, this is your very own YouTube channel CA Weekly. Here we discuss the top current affair of every month on a weekly basis. This is the fourth part of September. If you like the video, please share it among your friends. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe it. So let's see the fourth part of September. National Engineers Day is being celebrated in India on which date? So it is observed on September of 15th and it is celebrated to give a tribute to M. Visvesvaraya, a very famous engineer. He was the brain behind many dams that we see today. His full name is Sir Moksha Gundam Visvesvaraya. And not only in India, but National Engineers Day is observed in Sri Lanka and Tanzania also on the very same day. Which state has banned the storage, sale, and bursting of all kinds of firecrackers? So it's Delhi. Every year it repeats the same procedure of banning and storage and bursting of crackers to reduce the air pollution, because the very next day of Diwali, the air quality index of Delhi drops drastically, and hence this move has been done by the Delhi government. Arvind Kejriwal is the chief minister. RBI has launched the third cohort under the regulatory sandbox. What is the theme of this cohort? It's MSME lending. What basically is third cohort? So the meaning of cohort is group, and RBI from time to time launches regulatory sandbox. The meaning of regulatory sandbox is live testing of new products or services in a controlled environment. So these sandboxes help to bring out new technology, and RBI has previously launched two more cohorts. The first cohort was related to retail payment and the second cohort was related to cross-border payments. Both of these cohorts were launched in December 2020, and it is the third cohort that is launched by RBI, and it is related to MSME lending. The International Day of Democracy is being celebrated every year on which date? So it is being celebrated on September 15th. International Day of Democracy is observed by UN, and the theme for International Day of Democracy 2021 was COVID-19, a spotlight on democracy. This was the theme. And why do UN observe this Day of Democracy? It is observed around the world to strengthen and consolidate democracy. Democracy, as you all know, is ruled by the people. So basically, in democracy, the people choose their government and the government may rule as per their will. So September 15th is the International Day of Democracy. Very important. Which state has declared encroachment of temple land as a cognizable and non-bailable offense? It's a very big move by the state of Tamil Nadu. Encroachment means possessing anything illegally. What is the theme of the International Day of Democracy 2021? As I already said, it's COVID-19, a spotlight on democracy. Cricket player Brandon Taylor has announced his retirement from international cricket. For which country did he play? He used to play for Zimbabwe. He was the former captain as well as a wicketkeeper batsman, Brendan Taylor. He has announced his retirement from international cricket. He might play domestic cricket. The first ever Quad Summit 2021 is scheduled to take place on which date? So I discussed this question in previous part. It's September of 24th. First ever Quad Summit. And where will it be done? It will be held in White House, America. Joe Biden will host it, and four countries are there in Quad: US, Australia, Japan, and India. From US, Joe Biden. From Australia, Prime Minister Scott Morrison would come. From Japan, Yoshida Suga will, and from India, PM Narendra Modi will represent this Quad Summit 2021. White House, US. First in person. Virtually, it was conducted in March 2021, but this is the first in-person Quad Summit. Which nation will host the 2021 SCO Summit in a hybrid format? So it will be held in the capital city of Tajikistan, Dushanbe, from 16th to 17th of September. And what is SCO? So SCO is Shanghai Cooperation Organization or Shanghai Pact, and its headquarters is in Beijing, China. Okay, Beijing, China. Who is the Secretary General of SCO? It's Vladimir Norov. Okay, Secretary General. And if we ask about the member of Shanghai Cooperation Organization, well, basically, it's the largest regional cooperation of its kind, and it is the largest regional organization in geographic scope and population, covering 3/5 of the Eurasian continent, about 40% of the human population, and more than 20% of global GDP. 20% of global GDP, 40% of human population, and 3/5 of Eurasian continents are a part of it. So I'm just giving an estimate of how big this organization is. And if we talk about the members, well, let's quickly look at the members. It has three sorts of members. 8 member states, which are the founding members: China, India, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Pakistan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. 4 observer states, which are in future maybe the full membership: Afghanistan, Belarus, Iran, Mongolia, and 6 dialogue partners: Armenia, Azerbaijan, Cambodia, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Turkey. Well, we don't need to remember the member states. Just remember the headquarter and the Secretary General and where it is being held. The first ever in-person Quad Leaders Summit is scheduled to be held in which country? United States. The Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, has laid the foundation stone of the Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh State University in which city? It's Aligarh. Who was Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh? So he was a great freedom fighter, educationist, and a social reformer. He came from a very wealthy family, but he chose to take part in the revolutionary movements, and he fled to Germany, and he was there for exile in 33 years. It's a very big sacrifice. And when he came after independence, and he then formed a provisional government in Afghanistan also. He declared himself president there in the government of India. So he was born in Hathras district of UP, and hence this Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh University will come up in Aligarh. It will be spread in a area of 92 acres, and where it will be situated, the exact location is Lodha village and Musepur Karim Jaroli village in Aligarh. Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh State University. What is the new FDI limit approved by the Union Cabinet in the telecom sector? FDI is foreign direct investment. So now the FDI limit in telecom sector has been increased to 100%, from 49% to 100% via the automatic route. So basically, foreign direct investment in India is done by two routes. The first is the government route, and the second is automatic route. In automatic route, the non-resident or Indian company does not require any approval from the government of India, whereas under the government route, approval from the government of India is required prior to investment. So in the telecom sector, 100% FDI limit has been approved via the automatic route, from 49% to 100%. Which state has launched the 1 Gram Panchayat 1 Digi Pay Sakhi mission to promote financial services in remote areas of the state or union territory? It's Jammu and Kashmir. So in order to promote door-to-door digital banking and financial services in remote areas of the UT, the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha launched this 1 Gram Panchayat 1 Digi Pay Sakhi mission. Okay. The United Nations Security Council called for an emergency meeting to discuss which country? It's North Korea. So the UN Security Council called for an emergency meeting on 16th of September to discuss the recent ballistic missile launches by North Korea. Okay. The artificial intelligence powered project iRaste, which aims to reduce road accidents, has been launched on a pilot basis in which city by the Ministry for Road Transport and Highways. Well, who is the Minister for Road Transport and Highways? It's Nitin Gadkari. Nitin Jairam Gadkari ji. And this AI based iRaste is launched in his own constituency, Nagpur. Okay. Well, this artificial intelligence powered project is launched on a pilot basis uh, or an experimental basis, and it is launched with the aim to reduce accidents by 50%. In this, sensors will be installed in the cars and other such things are to be done. It's a collaborative project between IIIT Hyderabad, NIC, and other institutes are involved in this. So, iRaste Nagpur, remember. Which Indian organization has won the UNESCO King Sejong Literacy Prize 2021 under the UNESCO International Literacy Prizes? So it's National Institute of Open Schooling, NIOS. It's a institute of open schooling where people get the chance to continue or resume their studies in the mid or any age group. In which city Prime Minister Modi has laid the foundation stone of Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh University? Just now we discussed this question. It's Aligarh. Who has been featured on Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People on the 2021 list? Mamata Banerjee, Narendra Modi, Adar Poonawalla. So the option answer is all above. These two personalities need no introduction, whereas Adar Poonawalla has gained prominence because he is the CEO of Serum Institute of India, the world's largest vaccine making company. Adar Poonawalla, remember it. What is the theme of the 2021 World Ozone Day? So the World Ozone Day was celebrated on 16th of September, and the theme was Montreal Protocol keeping us our food and vaccine cool. World Ozone Day. India is participating in the 6th exercise Peaceful Mission 2021 of SCO member states. Which country is hosting the exercise? So the exercise is being held by Russia, Orenburg region of Russia. Okay, Orenburg region. SCO members, we just discussed what is SCO. Now, what is the exercise Peaceful Mission? Well, it is a multilateral and joint counter-terrorism exercise which is conducted biennially, 2 times a year, as part of military diplomacy between the SCO member states. Okay, and it is the 6th edition. Peaceful Mission, Russia. Which airport has been declared as a customs notified airport by the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom? It's Kushinagar Airport. Well, you all know that Kushinagar Airport is the third international airport of Uttar Pradesh, and it got this status in Feb 2021. And fortunately, two more international airports are also coming up in UP. It's the Jewar Greenfield International Airport, Jewar Greenfield International Airport. It will come up in Noida, and the other is Ayodhya International Airport. So in coming times, UP will have 5 international airports. Which country tested the indigenously developed submarine launched ballistic missile SLBM and becomes the first country without a nuclear weapon to develop such a missile system? So South Korea has done this submarine launched ballistic missile. The AI based language translator software project Udan has been launched by which Indian institute? Remember, it's IIT Bombay. And what exactly is Project Udan? So basically it's an artificial intelligence based project, and it will translate the textbooks and other engineering study material from English to Hindi and other Indian languages. So it's a remarkable project, and IIT Bombay has done this, and this was launched on 14th of September, And what do we observe on 14th of September? It's Hindi Divas. So no other way to celebrate Hindi Divas. Project Udan, IIT Bombay. Who has won the National Florence Nightingale Award 2021 for services among COVID-19? Well, it's Bhanumati Ghiwala. She is a Gujarati nurse and she has won this award for handling the COVID-19 pregnant women in COVID-19. She was helping them in their delivery and also taking care of the newborns. A very delicate task. Lasith Malinga, who has announced his retirement from all works of cricket, played for which country? Very easy question. It's Sri Lanka. Lasith Malinga. India's first carbon dioxide capture plant, which extracts carbon dioxide directly from the blast furnace gas, has been launched by which company? So it has been done by Tata Steel at their Jamshedpur works factory. Jamshedpur works. Now there's a question for you guys. Which country has recently launched a carbon dioxide capture plant which will capture CO2 directly from the air and convert it into rocks? I will also tell the name of the plant. It's Orca. Just tell the name of the country which has launched this plant. Write in the comment section. The National Florence Nightingale Award 2020 has been conferred upon how many awardees by President Ramnath Kovind? So a total of 51 awardees of National Florence Nightingale Award 2020. The report titled Reforms in Urban Planning Capacity in India has been released by which organization? So it has been released by Niti Aayog. And this will present measures to ramp up urban planning capacity in India. Okay. Which nation's president has suspended the prime minister's power to hire and fire officials as the country awaits election? Well, it's Somalia. The president of Somalia, Mohammed Abdullahi Mohammed recently announced that he has suspended Prime Minister Mohammed Hussein Robles' power to hire and fire official. Okay. What is the GDP growth rate projection of the Indian economy in calendar year 2021 as per the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development? Remember, it's 7.2%. And also remember, the first woman to be selected as Secretary General of UNCTAD, she is Rebecca Greenspan. I discussed in the previous part. And where is the headquarters of UNCTAD? It's in Geneva, Switzerland. Monica Shokand has been appointed as the Goodwill Ambassador of which state for water conservation? It's Haryana. The Mera Pani Meri Virasat scheme, launched by CM Manohar Lal Khattar for water conservation in Haryana, has got a new ambassador, Miss Monica Shokand. And who is Monica Shokand? She is the Femina Miss Grand India 2021. Okay, and she is from Haryana. Remember the scheme, Mera Pani Meri Virasat, Haryana. NPCI has partnered with which entity to enable UPI QR based payments acceptance in 10 Asian markets? It's Liquid Group. So NPCI has recently partnered with a Singapore based company Liquid Group to enable UPI QR based payment in North Asia and Southeast Asian countries. Okay. Who is the CEO and MD of NPCI? It's Dilip Asby. Okay, and NPCI was founded in 2008 and the headquarters is in Mumbai. What is the deadline to link PAN and Aadhaar? Well, this deadline has been extended by 6 months and now it's 31st March 2022. Harmilan Kaur has created a national record in which event at the 60th National Open Athletics Championship in Warangal? Well, she has clocked a record time of 4 minutes 5.39 seconds and she has won the gold at the 60th National Open Athletics Championship in 1500 meter. She comes from Punjab. Which institute has launched the unique and innovative device that can generate electricity from water drops, raindrops, water streams, and ocean waves? Well, this innovation has taken place in IIT Delhi. Which campaign has been launched by the Department of Justice for justice delivery at the doorstep? It's Ek Pehal. Well, the Department of Justice, under the which comes under the Ministry of Law and Justice, has launched the Ek Pehal campaign to encourage mass registration under telelaw. And this campaign will run across the country from 17th of September to 2nd October. And basically, this is the use of communication and information technology for delivering of legal information and advice. Okay. Who is the head of GUM formed for better GUM stands for Group of Ministry formed for better implementation of various welfare schemes meant for the SC, ST, OBC, minorities, women. So it's Rajnath Singh. The Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will be the head of Group of Ministers for better implementation of various welfare schemes for SC, ST, OBC and minorities. The annual doing business report will be no longer released due to data irregularities issues. The report has been released by which organization? The annual doing business report. Well, the World Bank used to uh, issue this report, and it has decided to discontinue doing business report, which was popularly called ease of doing business. Ease of doing business. Now many of you would be able to recall it. Ease of doing business. World Bank. Which organization has decided to train 50,000 youths under RKVY scheme? RKVY scheme is Railway Kaushal Vikas scheme, Yojana scheme, and it comes under Ministry of Railways, as the name suggests. So the Ministry of Railways, under the Railway Kaushal Vikas Yojana scheme, had decided to train 50,000 youths in the age group of 18 to 35 for the next 3 years. In the next 3 years, 50,000 youths would be trained under 4 trades. And what are the 4 trades? It is electrician, welder, machinist, and fitter. These are the 4 trades under which 50,000 youths will be trained in the next 3 years across 75 railway training institutes in India. Okay. And this scheme, Railway Kaushal Vikas Yojana, comes under the aegis of Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Okay. So this is the scheme and this is the sub scheme. And who is the railway minister? Ashwani Vaishnav. In which state India's 61st Software Technology Park Center has been opened recently? So India's 61st Software Technology Park has come up in Nagaland. It's Nagaland's first software technology park and India's 61st, Nagaland. Kohima is the capital where this technological park has been launched. Who has been the representative of India in person at the 21st meeting of the SCO Council of Heads of State? Remember, it's External Affairs Minister of India, Mr. S. Jaishankar. And the SCO Council of Heads of State meeting was held in the capital city of Tajikistan, Dushanbe. It was held in hybrid format. Who has been appointed as the chairman cum managing director of the National Small Industries Corporation Limited? Well, she is Alka Nangia Arora, and she is a joint secretary in the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. So this is an additional duty. And National Small Industries Corporation is a mini Ratna which was established in 1955, and it falls under the Ministry of MSME, and it serves as the nodal agency for several schemes of Ministry of MSME. Okay, Chairman cum Managing Director of National Small Industries Corporation, Alka Nangia Arora. Which organization is working on technologies in order to develop a reusable GSLV Mark III launch vehicle? It's ISRO. Well, ISRO is working on technology which will help it to design reusable GSLV Mark 3 launch vehicle, and this technology will also help ISRO to land its vehicles vertically, and it will also help ISRO to save a lot of money because the instruments used in the first and the third stage can be reused, and SpaceX already uses such technology. You need to write who is the founder of SpaceX in the comment. The Surya Kiran 15 is a joint military training exercise of the Indian Army with which country? Remember, it's Nepal. So the 15th edition of Surya Kiran will be held at Pithoragarh in Uttarakhand from 20th of September. Remember the place Pithoragarh in Uttarakhand, India. Which organization has launched the Planetarium Innovation Challenge? It's launched by MyGov India. And what is Planetarium Innovation Challenge? Planetarium Innovation Challenge is basically a challenge for the tech entrepreneurs and Indian startups, and My Government India comes under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MEITY. Who has been named as 2021 International Young Eco Hero Environmental Achievements Award? Well, it's Ayan Shankata. I discussed in the last part. Which country has applied to join the Asia Pacific Free Trade Grouping? It's China. So recently China has written an application to join this Asia Pacific Free Trading Group to increase its influence in international politics. And it has promised to increase the import because it has been facing complaints from WTO ever since it joined it in 2001. It failed to keep its promises. Where has Swachhata Pakhwada 2021 been launched? Remember, it's Cochin Port Trust. India's first euro-dominated green bond has been issued by which company? It's Power Finance Corporation Limited. Niti Aayog has tied up with which entity to launch tech-driven learning programs for children from 112 aspirational districts of the country? Well, Niti Aayog has partnered with Byju's, and Byju's under its Career Plus program will select about 3,000 students and help them to prepare for NEET and JEE. Byju's. Who is the author of the book Translating Myself and Others? She's Jhampa Lahiri, Translating Myself and Others.